This story doesn't really have a lot of details, but the powers that be have been floating this idea of taking the 300 billion in Russian assets, which I think is bank on paper currency, on paper, not paper bills. Who knows? 300 billion around the world, 5 billion of which we have in the States. Janet Yellen is pushing this. They've been floating it for about a year or more, but now just a couple days ago, Janet Yellen was saying that this is something that could bring Russia to the negotiating table, which is crazy because all Russia wanted in the beginning, when they invaded the Donbass, Donetsk and Luhansk, was the independence for them. I read a UN report, a UN High Command Human Rights Commission, saying that living in Donetsk and Luhansk was absolute hell. It was like no man's land, or like a war zone, and houses in the middle of it. You can just imagine social services are a mess, and there are even people who live in that area who live in temporary government shelters. They're like storage containers or something, and it's just become their permanent housing. So, who knows exactly, but the Minsk agreement was supposed to set up a permanent ceasefire. This was in 2014. We had Minsk 1 and Minsk 2. Putin signed it. It was to make Donetsk and Luhansk semi-autonomous, I believe. Actually, the Ukrainians agreed to decentralize their governments so that Donetsk and Luhansk could have more self-governance. You see right there in the protocol. Now, it does say temporary, but Putin liked Minsk. He keeps talking about Minsk. There's somebody in Ukraine who did not want it, I think, or maybe on both sides they just did not want the peace. It's just so weird. It's like we could have come to the negotiating table at any time, and yet here's Biden and Yellen going like, oh no, Putin, oh no, look, he looked at us, Putin, oh my God, he's chasing us with a machete, Putin, when really he's like, I could chase you with a machete, i.e. tactical nuke, but I'm not. Now, are you gonna come and talk to me or not? Because they haven't even reached out. That's the one thing I notice about all the permanent government is they don't have a talking relationship with any of these people. That's what Trump was doing. Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden had relationships with people that they wanted to dictate to and control. If you like what you're hearing on this channel and seeing, please subscribe, share, comment, and like. It really helps us when you do. See you soon.